nervous about. I gave it the fast press. Hello. That's fine, I have a big mouth. Folks, thank you so much. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for coming here tonight. I like to call this kind of our info concert. Tonight, what you're going to hear a lot of instrument families between every song. I'm going to talk just very briefly a little bit about what the students learned in order to get to the point where they could play this song. I am super excited. These past couple weeks is for the very first time they've started to rehearse rather in small groups than in big groups. And just the difference from last week to this week has been phenomenal. So I couldn't be happier. And this is the very first time they were ever rehearsed and played in a big group like this. So we're really excited to do that for you tonight. So the first instrument family that we're going to introduce today, so there's going to be three. There's going to be the percussion, there's going to be the brass, and there's going to be the woodwinds. And as I'm sure some of you audience members have figured out some of the families, the louder they are, the further we put them, okay? And then when they don't trust you with an instrument anymore, they put you in front of the ensemble and just ask you to flap your arms around. So, our first instrument that we'd like to feature are the bells, the folks in the back. Hello. Hey, there it is. Knew it wasn't my fault. So the first instrument we're going to feature is the percussion in the back. Percussion, give them a wave. Give them a wave, percussion. Oh, there you go. Percussion being any sort of instrument that you hit or strike with the mallet. So percussion, before we get started with our first song, Hot Cross Buns, let's give the audience a little demonstration as to what the bells sound like. Can I hear, please, percussion? Go ahead and give me, just do a D, please. Ready, D. Beautiful. Percussion, now can you ring on the D? Do a roll. Ready, roll. Beautiful. Now percussion. Let's give them the Hollywood. Let's give them the swipe, low to high. Ready, swipe. I like that so much. Percussion, swipe the other direction. Go high to low. Ready, swipe. Beautiful. Now folks, now featuring the percussion, we're going to play our first song of the evening, Hot Cross Buns. So for a lot of the songs that feature different instruments, you're going to hear it twice. The first time you're going to hear the featured family. In this case, it's going to be the percussion. And then the second time through, you'll hear the rest of the ensemble. So there, Hot Cross Buns, percussion first, right? Just percussion. I look at you. All right, eye contact. Hands open. Just percussion. Percussion, watch your hands, okay? Percussion first. And breathe, percussion, only go. Hold, hold, hold. Again, hold, quarter notes. And ready, go. Bum, bum, Thank you so much. For our next selection, we'll be performing Mary Had a Little Lamb, and shortly after that, Mary Had a Cool Lamb. And the instrument that'll be featured this is the brass family. So the brass, they're not quite as loud as percussion, so we don't put them quite as far back. But the brass family is broken into a couple different instruments, and we're going to hear them play a little bit right now. The smallest instrument in the brass family are the trumpets. Trumpets, go ahead, show you. Look at, oh, we got some trumpet fans out there. Trumpets, go ahead and take those mouthpieces off, would you? Hey, trumpets, don't tell the audience I said this. Can we do some farts now? Yeah. All right, trumpets, let's hear the high to low roller coaster. 1, 2, ready, squeeze! That was a good fart, trumpets. All right, can I hear the opposite? Go low to high. Breathe, relax, start, relax, go low. Can I now hear the siren? Breathe, follow my hand, ready, squeeze. Nice job, go ahead, trumpets, and release. Basically, the principle, I know I joke around because I'm still very immature. I call it a fart sound, but technically speaking, that's called a buzz sound with the vibration of the lips. And as we get to the other brass instruments, you'll see that the bigger the mouthpiece, it creates a lower buzzing sound. Now trumpets, now that I heard you make fart sounds, can we hear what a trumpet actually sounds like? Trumpets, go ahead, play in E for me, okay? You just hold it. And breathe, here's an E, ready, hold it. Awesome trumpets. Where are my euphoniums at? My euphoniums, where are you guys hiding? Euphoniums, hello! All right, the proud. All right, euphoniums, go ahead and take those mouthpieces off. Go ahead, Jackson Nando, take those mouthpieces off, would you? Now, as you can see, I know they're kind of far back there, but their instruments are much larger, so they have bigger mouth, and you'll hear when they make their sounds, it's much lower. All right, Nando Jackson, go ahead and give me that roller coaster. Ready, squeeze! Very good. Can I get the opposite? Here we go. Start low and tighten up. Ready, relax. Tighter, 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 tighter. Very nice. Go ahead, attach. Euphoniums, attach, attach, attach. All right, and just so you get an idea, I'm going to have the euphoniums play a very similar note to the trumpets, but you'll hear how much lower it is since they're so much bigger. All right, euphoniums. Can I hear a low beat? You are Darth Vader. You are powerful. And breathe to B flat, low. Beautiful. Tighten those muscles. Give me an F. Ready, squeeze. Give me a low B flat again. Ready, relax. Awesome, guys. Awesome. And that is the euphonium. Next. This has been every year you never know what's going to happen, how popular, what instrument's going to be, but this year trombone was very popular. So, the next instrument, trombones, we'll put them up, trombones. All right. And unlike other instruments, the trombone is very unique in that it changes notes by using this slide, and we're going to demonstrate that right now. Trombones, can I hear please? Let's hear us slide. And trombones, together. 2, follow my arm, 2, nice and loud, ready, go. Just go down, 1, 2, go down, go. Just come up, 1, 2, come up, ready, go. Fantastic. Now, to feature the instruments of the brass family, we're now going to perform Mary Had a Little Lamb, followed shortly after with Mary Had a Cool Lamb. All right, brass starts. If you're brass, you start. If you're not brass, don't start. Trumpets, euphoniums, trombones, just you guys. Here we go. Here we go, just the brass. And 3, brass, ready, here we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, featuring a little bit more musical jargon, students have learned that obviously in music there are sounds versus silence. Now you're going to hear a song called Mary Had a Cool Lamb, which sounds very similar, but they added some different long sounds and some silences just to kind of give a familiar song kind of a different flavor. So now the band will perform for you Mary Had a Cool Lamb. Watch what happens. Here we go. And 3, 2, here we go. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We have one more instrument family to feature, the woodwinds. And the woodwinds, oh, we got some woodwind fans out there. Fantastic. Wow. Woo. And obviously, since the woodwinds, they're a little softer than their counterparts, so they're a little further up. but that doesn't mean that's a bad thing. So the highest member of the woodwind family plays the highest notes, and oftentimes will have melodies a lot of the time, is the flute. And now I know I did this a million times when I was a kid, if you've ever taken like a soda bottle, a juice bottle, and just kind of do the over the bottle, it's very similar to how do you get a sound out of a flute. So just to give you guys an idea of what that sounds like, flutes. All on here, play it out for me. Just play it out. Give me good air space. Just use that. And 3, 2, ready, beautiful. Now flutes all on you, because you can do fancy stuff that other people can't do. Can I give you wiggle your pinky, go D, E, D, wiggle that pinky, D, E, just wiggle that pinky. And this is called a trill. Here we go. D, E, move that pinky quick. Ready, go. Fantastic. All right, the next part of the woodwind family. Where are my clarinets? I know they're somewhere. Oh, hi, clarinets. Oh, yes, flutes, nicely done. Flutes. I'm sorry, I meant to say clarinets. Clarinets they're one of the cool things about clarinet, it has a very wide range. It plays very low notes and very high notes. And it's a little bit louder than a flute, but not quite as loud as some of the others. Clarinets, can you do me a favor and play a G for me? Clarinets, play a G, don't press nothing. 3, 2, ready, here we go. Beautiful, now clarinet, just go G, down, 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 down. Go down the alphabet, start putting fingers down. And clarinets from a G and down the alphabet. And that is the clarinet. Nice job, clarinet. And last but certainly not least, kind of the hybrid member of the woodwind family, and as some of you may know from home experience, the loudest member of the woodwind family is the saxophone. Saxophone! Woo. All right, saxophones. Can I hear a beat, please? And can we make sure by the time you're done, my head is still attached to my neck? Here we go. Saxophones, give me the best sound you got. Give me a beat. And 1, 2, here's a B saxophone. Saxophones, B, A, G. 1, 2, ready, go. Saxophones, G, A, B, 2, ready, go. Now, that was, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting that level of control, so thank you, saxophones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next song is going to feature the woodwinds. It is going to be Good King Wenceslas. You'll hear the woodwind family first, and then you'll hear the entire ensemble. Good King Wenceslas. Woodwinds, you start the party. Look at you. If you are not a flute, clarinet, or saxophone, shh. And Good King, just the woodwinds go. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out tonight. I know parking and weather and all that stuff, so I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for dealing with the barrage of emails and pieces of paper, all that kind of stuff. So without you, none of this would be possible, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But before we do our final selection, I would be remiss if I didn't thank all the other support that made this happen. To Mr. Canwish for helping operate the sound booth, to the teachers that are helping supervising the cafeteria, to the classroom teachers every week that help get the kids to and from lessons, that work with me to make the schedules, to the admin at Holmes, Irving, and Mann. Without this, I'm just a guy that flaps my arms around and I could not do it by myself. So thank you to all of those people. We have one more selection for you, and it would not be a holiday winter concert without, of course, the perennial Jingle Bells. We got one more for you, Jingle Bells. Thank you so much, folks. Have a good night. Thank you so much again for coming out. We got one more for you. Hey! Feet! Punch! Sit! All right, folks, let's do it. Here we go. And if you don't play every note perfect, no gifts. gifts for the holidays. Here we go. What's up? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We got about 4 concerts going on here tonight, so the transitions are going to happen really quickly. You can pick up the folks right in the cafeteria. I'm going to dismiss them by row. Thank you so much, folks. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mr. Barnard, the band teacher over at Hatch and Whittier. We're so glad to finally perform for you guys this evening. This is more or less an informational concert, kind of give you guys an idea of what we've been doing so far this year to get started playing our instruments. So we're going to feature each instrument section for you so everyone gets a chance to also hear each instrument section. And of course, we're going to have the band play each of these songs along with you. So these are selections from our book. They're very short pieces that we're going to play for you, but I figured this is a really great opportunity for you guys to hear what we've been doing to get started and hopefully provide some information for you to help them at home continuing participating and performing on their instruments. So the very first thing we're going to do for you guys today is we're going to show you guys how we got started on our instruments. Okay, so we didn't quite play the full instruments right away. Okay, so this is what I would call our first week band demonstration for you guys. So we're going to go through each section. First, I'm going to talk about the flutes. So the flutes is one of the hardest instruments, I think, personally, to get started on. It's really tricky getting a sound out of the flute, so we really focus on playing on the head joint that first couple weeks. So we're going to show you guys how the head joint sounds on our flute. Here we go, flutes, ready? So we did like different songs. They could like change the different pitches with their fingers through the head joint too to make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, now we're going to go to our clarinets. So our clarinets, we played on just our mouthpiece and our barrel that first week, and we worked on our embouchure. That's how our lips are set on the mouthpiece. Okay, so this is kind of like a duck sound for you guys. So here is our clarinet. And now we're going to go from the ducks to the geese. Now we're going to go to the saxophones. They have just their neck and mouthpiece. Same concept as the clarinets. Here we go, saxophones. Yes. Then we go to our brass instruments. So our brass instruments, they actually have to buzz their lips into a brass mouthpiece in order to make a sound. So we're going to start with our busy bees. These are our trumpets. Then we're going to get to the heavy bees. This is the trombones and euphonium. Yes, our heavy bees. And our percussion students, they worked on how they held their mallets, their mallet grip, and how they struck the keys. So we're just going to very simply give us a B flat. Here we go. And that is our bells and percussion. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start playing some of the selections in our book. The first song is one of the first songs we learned how to play, even before we started learning how to read music on the music staff. So we're going to feature our flutes on Hot Cross Buns. the next song we're going to do is also a 3-note song, but our fingers start to move a little bit faster. Okay, so this one's going to feature our bells in the very back here. This is Mary Had a Little Lamb. And then we're going to move on to our saxophones, and we did what I would call a rhythmic variation on a tune. So this is Mary Had a Cool Lamb. So this is just Mary Had a Little Lamb, but with a little bit of a cooler rhythm. So we're going to feature our saxophones on this one. Okay, so from here, we went from 3 notes to 5 notes now. Okay, so it takes time for the kids to kind of feel their way around their instruments, and so it seems like the progress is slow, but they're doing a lot within 5 notes. So this next song we're going to play for you is called Some Folks Do, and the trick to this song is that when you add more notes, not every note is stepwise motion. You're going to have some skips. So in this song, Some Folks Do, we're going to hear some skips. So this is something that's tricky with their fingers and also with their eyes reading the music. So we're going to feature our trumpet section on this one. Okay, we got 2 more selections for you guys, but before we do that, I do need to acknowledge some people that have really helped us out this week. Okay, so first of all, today was our combined rehearsal over at Whittier. So obviously for our Hatch students, it was a field trip, so we needed some assistance. So I want to thank these parents for helping us out today. Amy Hunt, Janae Shanley, Raquel Wells, Eric Santos, Gail Coughlin, and Amy Brown. So thank you to those parents. They did an awesome job helping out today. Also want to recognize Ms. Portia Winfield from Hatch for helping us out tonight. We also have Mr. Robinson, our principal from Whittier, helping us out, leading us. Thank you. And we got a man behind the scenes here. His name is Tom Canwisher. He is the band director here at Julian, so he's been helping us out with lights and sound. So let's give him a huge round of applause. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue with Shark. So we did a 5-note song for you. And I added this one last week at the last minute because I thought it was a really fun song to play, and it's a fairly easy song to play. It's called Shark. So you can think of it as like the Jaws theme or the intro to Baby Shark. And we added a 6th note on our instruments. So this is our lowest note that we can play. So I figure how appropriate by doing our low brass, our trombone and euphonium. We'll start this one off. All right, here we go. And I told the students this for a couple weeks now, that, by no means, this is our very first time playing. By no means do we expect perfection. This is a process. This takes time. But just to think in such a short time what we've been able to do so far, I think it's really amazing the sounds that are coming from our students. It's good to hear. And also, tonight and today, very big deal. Their experience with band until today was like their small lesson group of like no more than 4 to 6 students. And all of a sudden today that exploded to over 70 students. So this is pretty amazing, the experience they're getting this evening. And I'm hoping this high is going to keep pushing them to pursue this further and further. We got another concert in April at the high school. And it's going to be even bigger than tonight, so we're really excited. Your students are participating in the band program, and I'm really proud of them with all that work and effort that they've been doing. So what I want to do before we play our last song is I do want to recognize some students. So I know I sent out emails about every week, let you guys know what's going on with band. So one of the things that we do in District 97 with the band program is we award students different level certificates. Once they achieve a series of exercises or pieces out of our book, they receive their different level certificates. So the goal is by the end of the first year, they want to get up to level 3. So we have 6 levels in the elementary program. So level 3 is what our goal is. And we have some students that have finished their level 1 certificates. And I wanted to recognize them. And there's some other people here that are really close. I know there's going to probably be some more kids that are going to be on that list next week. So I wanted these students, as I call their name, I'm going to ask for you guys to hold your applause to the very end. Okay? I'm going to have these students stand up for me. Okay? So Alice in the percussion section, wave. There's Alice. Okay. All right, 4th row. We have Eden. Stand up. Ernie. Okay, the 3rd row, we have Zeta, Lucia, Eric, Ashan, Lucy, Lillian, Leva, William, Pamela. Okay, in the second row, we have Sophia, Harper, Alec, Brenna, Audrey, Morgan. In the first row, we have Elise, Olivia, Sebastian, Lilia, Harlow, and Julia. Let's give them all a round of applause. Okay, and since tonight is such a very special occasion, every student, hopefully, if we do this correctly, because we had kind of a catastrophe getting on stage today. Didn't quite, right, Miss Winfield? They didn't stay in their lines and stuff, so, you know, best plans laid out sometimes don't quite work out. So, if they promise they could exit the stage the way I want them to, I have their very first band performance certificates to give to them as they exit the stage this evening. So let's give all of our students a hand. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play our last selection for you. This is a 5-note song, but it's a really quick moving 5-note song. The fingers really move on this for our beginners. So we're going to play for you Ode to Joy. Featuring clarinets. Whittier beginning band. Whittier beginning band. Thank you, families, for your support. We're going to have them exit the stage accordingly, and then we'll meet you out in the main hallway once they get their instruments packed up. Thank you so much. Yeah, Robert, sick.
Yes? Okay. Is your baseball player right-handed or left-handed? Fred, are you right or left-handed? Great. Guys go in front. They got one. Oh, I don't see the first one. It's right here. Oh. What's up? Where's that other bass drum player? Using the bass drum? Right-handed or left-handed?
Yeah. I mean, he'll give you credit.
Who had that beer? Did you bring it with you? Did you get the other one? There was like one percussionist carrying just the beer.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Hey, Mr. Irving, where was that person who just had the beer? There was one drummer who just had the beer.
I didn't see them, I'm sorry. All right, can I have Cyrus. Cyrus, you got
One of these guys probably over here. Are you setting up snare?
First off, call the snake. All the way down.
Snaking.
All the way down. Come on, guys. Lila, Ingrid, Jude, Liam, Isaiah, Ruth, and Natalie. All right. Guys, sweep it all the way in.
So starting with this, I want to go down 3 chairs. I want 3 chairs gap there. I want to center this more. So kind of picture there's 3 chairs in front of you. Then you're going to
No sound, just air. Just air. Don't play in there. Let's focus. Let's get the sense of the notes. Quite important. Let's do it. Hey guys, we're a team. We're together, right? Let's be a team. Let's do this together. No notes, just air. This is. Hey, just air. Just play air. And breathe. Just no sound, no notes, just air. Breathe. Just air. No notes. Air. And breathe. Good. We're not playing it. Hello. Last time. 2. Ready? Just wait. Repeat after me, band. In 4 time 4. In 4 time 4. Here we go. And breathe. No notes. Just use your tongue. We're not playing Dragon Warrior yet. Relax. Breathe. Ready? Use your tongue. And breathe. Ready? No pay. No notes. Just tongue. Breathe. Ready? Just tongue. Repeat after me. In 4. In 4. In 4, hold 4, out 1. In 4, hold 4, out 4. 1, 2, ready, take a breath. Hold your breath. Let it out. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Let it out. Last time in. Hold your breath. Let it out. Folks, I'm going to talk to the audience, and we're going to get started in just a minute. Get Dragon Warrior out. I'll talk to them. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We are so excited to play for you, so excited to be here, and I'm just so excited. This behind me, I don't want them to get, a big hit, so I don't, I try to keep them humble. But this group behind me, they are so resilient. Last year doing lessons with masks and outside and all these kinds of barriers, for them to be here tonight and to sound as good as they do, I couldn't be happier. So I'll thank you so much, and we're really looking forward to having a good show for you tonight. If beginning band is learning the fundamentals, learning how to put your instrument together, how to sit, the basics of hand position and that, intermediate band is really kind of refining. So a lot of the things that we're going to do tonight, there's skills that they started last year, but then we added extra elements of difficulty. For example, last year in beginning band, a lot of times, there's what is called unison. A lot of people play the same notes. Everything is always the same. It makes it much easier for students to follow along, makes it easier for me to conduct. But however, as they get smarter, as they advance, as the music gets more complicated, what starts to happen is nobody does the same thing anymore, and everyone has to be really independently minded or really focus on what they're doing. So to demonstrate that, we're going to play our first song called Dragon Warrior. Imagine knights entering a field getting ready to slay the mighty dragon. That's the imagery that the composer put in his notes for this song. So we'd like to play our first selection for you, Dragon Warrior. Percussion begins with the air. Eyes on me. Eyes on me. It starts there. Ready, just the air. Testing, there we go. Thank you so much. That was Dragon Ward. For our next selection, we're going to perform a holiday medley that has 3 tunes, so please hold your applause to the end. We're going to do Jingle Bells, Jolly Old Saint Nick, and Good King Wenceslas. But again, if they would have done this a year ago, everything would have been the same. And this year, in addition to the harmonies that they're learning, there's lots of new notes, lots of new flats and naturals, things like that they never learned before, and also a couple new rhythms. So hopefully as you listen, you can hear that all those differences, all those different shades, creating all those really nice harmonies. For our next selection, I'd like to perform our holiday medley for you. Thank you again so much for coming out here tonight. We have one more selection, but before we get there, just a couple of things. So folks, obviously, I am just one person. I could not do any of this by myself. So just even for Mr. Canwisher helping control the electronics, the lights, some of the teachers that we had supervise tonight, such a help. And just every week, the teachers that help get the students back and forth lessons. You guys at home making sure they practice, making sure they turn in those recording assignments, all that good stuff. And these guys, again, they are so resilient, they work so hard. And again, just the administration who's been so supportive that helps me get my schedule together, that's here tonight to help support all that great stuff. Without this, none of this would be possible. And again, without your support, pushing these guys, pushing me, so thank you again so much for all your support. We have one more selection for you. Oh, thank you. Keeping with our theme of kind of building blocks and everything kind of being built upon what they did last year, you may or may not recall at the end, last year when we had our spring concert, we did a very simplified version of the song, the Queen song, We Will Rock You. And this is a slightly different. There's another song in there, there's some more harmonies, there's some more rhythm, there's a lot more things going on. This is a lot more complicated. It's something they wouldn't be able to do last year, but they can do really, really well now. So for our last song, and feel free to participate if you'd like, this one is called Power Rock. 1, 2, here we go. Thank you so much. Wow. This energy is awesome. Thank you guys so much. Ladies and gentlemen, when they dismiss, they're going to go right ahead to the cafeteria. We dropped them off. We have one more performance tonight, so thank you again so much. Have a great night, guys. Did a good job. You should bribe them. You know, they continue to do a good job with some candy, some ice cream, something very nice because they did such a good job. Very nice job, guys. Have a good night. Thanks, man. All right, folks, quick commercial. Start tapping up. We're going to stay down here. Please, give us a That's OPRF. Follow the state, please. Follow the state. Not used to people getting taller with different hairstyles and all this kind of stuff. Takes me a second. I just look older. What grade are you in now? Good. No. Good for you. How's that? Okay, Mr. Davis. How's Mr. Davis treat you? Good. I know he can be tough. Yes, yes, you can still head to, yes. Good. Thank you. size of sense. Yeah, no, I mean, Audrey, what's up? Okay, fine. Thank you. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out. You guys have a pleasant surprise. Thank you. Bye, Harper. Bye. Bye, Charlie. Mr. Deaton, you're a saint. Thank you.
I'm excited.
This week, I can count on one hand. They would probably be somewhere. They're probably going to be in the third row, probably in the middle or off to the right. I would say maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock-ish, that would probably be.
Keep it moving, guys. Okay, so Ellie, keep going. Oh, here. That's good.
The coach here?
The coach here? Sure. Coach here. One more? There's an extra one. One more?
There's one here. Yeah. Hi, Susie. How's it going? Good. Let's all get closer. Just get closer. Yeah. Right here. I know. From the front row. Here. Oh, hi. You guys are still. How are you?
So actually,
So if I teach you about we're not getting that second one. What are you going to do? I know.
oh, let's talk about
These are probably I am trying to still you guys, okay. I haven't had much luck lately. I just are you still playing? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and are you still okay, good. Okay, we're done. So you're going to join team? Okay.
Carlo. 3, 2, Hello, everyone. Thank you for braving the weather, finding parking, you name it. Right? We know this town's called No Park, right? So thank you for putting up with that and coming out this evening. We're excited to perform for you our first concert of the school year with our intermediate band. Let's give them a hand. Okay, so obviously this is Hatch and Whittier schools. Very excited to perform for you. So the first selection we're going to do for you guys, we're going to do a combination of things for you guys. We're going to do a full band piece where it's orchestrated with all different parts happening. We're going to do that. And then we're going to do a series of holiday tunes that are formatted in two-part duet with some added percussion parts in it. So there's some harmonization in it. But it's obviously not a full band piece, but it's something that's really cool to do for you. Okay, then we got a couple of just plain fun songs to play for you that have like these cool little backtracks. I'm sure you might even heard your kids talk about this at home that we're going to do for you. They're kind of fun, but it's a really good tool because, you know, learning how to play with a backtrack is really important too because it really helps you with your time. So we're going to go ahead and start with our full band piece. This is a great piece that is a combination of a classic Old MacDonald Had a Farm and with Star Wars, and it's not called Old MacDonald, it's called Darth MacDonald. So here is Darth MacDonald. So one of the great things about our second year in our elementary program is not only do our students still have their small group lessons with their similar instruments, but we get a chance to rehearse as a full band once a week for 45 minutes. So not only are we working on building upon our skills from our beginning band last year on our instruments, but we're also learning now how to do more ensemble skills and learning how to play with different instruments, playing different parts. So hopefully you had a chance to hear all those different parts being interchanged and intermixed. So I'm really pleased with what they're doing so far with that. So we're going to go ahead and continue. This is our holiday section that we're going to do. So I tell the kids they can dress up festive a little bit if they want to. So we're going to go ahead and play some duets for you. I'm going to just go ahead, feel free to applause in between them all, but I'm just going to go ahead and just play through them all because I guess it's been a long night. So I'll just read through them real quick. So we're going to do Light the Menorah, followed by Jolly Old St. Nick, Up on a Housetop, Dreidel, Dreidel, and then Jingle Bells. So these are our two-part duets. Okay, so those were our duets. Now the next thing we're going to perform for you is just single, all, we call it unison, playing, so they're all going to play the same exact part on these next two selections for you. So the guy that wrote Darth McDonald, Tim Thompson, he also wrote these cute little ditties, which are really cool. So he took traditional songs that you would hear for the holidays and put a little unique, more contemporary twist to them. So he took Good King Wenceslas and he changed it to Good King Disco Sauce. So you're gonna find out here in a little bit why. I know percussion has to set up their bells here for this. Okay, so I have to get over to the computer and make sure that gets going. So again, make sure you guys wait for the cowbell, right? Wait for the cowbell. Okay, percussion. Okay, we'll give them a little bit of time. So I guess I can talk about the song after Good King Disco Sauce. So the next song we'll do after that one is a variation of the 12 Days of Christmas, but it's been changed to 12 Days with Savage Santa. So yeah, so that's really interesting too. And my get up here gets even worse when we get to that song. So I actually had to try it out on them yesterday just to make sure, because either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. So, all right. Are you good, percussion? Oh, Thane needs some help. Okay, let me help out Thane, then we'll get started. So we're waiting for that. I just want to acknowledge a couple people. Ms. Whitfield was here from Hatch helping out earlier this evening, so I want to thank her. Also, Mr. Robinson was here helping out this evening. Okay, and also we got Mr. Camisher behind the scenes there. He is our band director here at Julian, and he is usually our camp coordinator. So usually. Around March, you'll hear about music camp. He's usually the guy that coordinates that, so we thank him for that, and obviously thank him for hosting us here and running sound for us. Okay, so I think we're almost ready, and we'll get on our Good King Disco Sauce. I warned you. I'm gonna go get my prop. No small. Okay, I'll make sure not to look right at you because this thing can be kind of creepy.
Sorry, this is not Disney World. Okay, not trying to ruin the magic. Still want to fall off the stage. All right, here we go. The Hatch Whittier, intermediate band, everyone! Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pack up. We'll have our students meet you guys at the main the hallway over there. Okay, and thank you again. We'll see you again in April at our next performance. Thank you so much, everyone.